Let's go, NFL sports fans and people who just like to gamble and have a good time. The Sunday Triple Crown, time for the playoffs. Playoffs! And we crown our new champion. Yes, somebody's a dog's ass and somebody's a chicken dinner. It's the Sunday Triple Crown. The best picks in the land, ladies and gentlemen. Check the numbers out. Just don't look at last week. What's going on, fellas? Obi, DJ, Whitey,
Good
last
morning. Good morning.
chicken dinner.
Hello.
Congratulations.
God, that's an ugly
Congrat-
mug right there.
you know what? I'm gonna say
It's
something.
only because you're not wearing the crown. Bitch.
I'm
Good job, sir.
I want to say something. I'm very happy to crown our first champion of the first show, and it's very fitting. You had the idea for this show. You had the idea of putting this cast together, and not that you like did anything special, but you
Other than
really.
win.
Nothing.
I mean, that doesn't count. Nobody winning is just minimal. Nobody cares about winning. It's how you play the game, right? But what we really are going to talk about before we get into the mix is last week, week 18. So it was a dog fight. It was a dog fight for second place
It was
between
a dog fight
OBD.
for you
With
guys.
dog fight, I was laid over before the games even started, bro.
It doesn't matter. I was
And
one.
technically, I had one more win because I also bet that Joey would finish in last place. Right?
You did.
And I
You
said
did.
your picks were better than his, although they were the exact same. Terrible.
Hey, look. So
It didn't matter. I said Joey would be in last, and look at
Look,
that. I went
it's
4-1.
it's like high school. I didn't have to do much to graduate. I just had to make sure I showed up on graduation day, ladies and
Ugh.
gentlemen. And I'll tell
Who
you
didn't
what,
show up on graduation
I
day?
I did. I
Uh-uh.
did. I showed up on graduation day with a scruffy beard and they made me go shave right before we walked on stage. At 2-7 last week, if we didn't have lapjacks here, we would have sucked complete donkey dick.
Shows you to
But
listen to. Just
look,
Yeah, you don't.
negative news.
This is why my back hurts.
The Rush
Carrying
Limbaugh of
you
DFS.
fat ass losers all the
well, I'm
time.
sorry, Mister. I'm from Chicago. Michael Jordan, carry the team. I'm just Scottie
I'm
Pippen over here.
carrying you, man.
There
You're
we
not even Scottie Pippen.
I'm Steve
man.
Kerr.
You're
I'm,
not even Scottie. You might. You're not. You're the guy on the bench that never got in. What was it?
I'm Horace Grant.
Ball. Wasn't it Ball that played for him and never ever played?
It's like nobody knows that guy. I'm Horace Grant. Horace Grant.
You're
Just go-
you're that big. What was the big tall white dude, the center that they had? That's who you are.
Oh man, I forgot here. I'm just in there
Man.
Ooh,
for
picking
one
up
point.
sloppy seconds.
That's it. Look, I'll take my seconds. Look, I'm very proud of myself after coming off of the year I had with the shit going that I had going. 13 plus, man. That's a very awesome number. Like I said, if people
Yep.
would have bet with everybody except Joey, Jay Whitey, they would have done pretty well this year. But we can
Well,
poop on him. He's
To
a third.
be honest, on your shitty +1 record there, Omi D, betting at 40, 49 games, you're gonna have to do a lot better than +1 to make money back. So you're in the loser range. You're in the
Now,
loser
look,
range.
if you would have bet the stroller, ladies and gentlemen, when I told you to bet the stroller, you would have always come on top. Remember that. Check the show. I always told you to bet the stroller when the
That's
stroller.
what you should do. That's what
Don't
you should
forget
do,
the
Omi D.
juice.
You
Don't
need to go
forget
back
the
and look at
juice.
the bet the stroller record.
No, wait till
Don't
next season.
forget the
Wait
juice.
till next season when I get these. I'm just gonna have a stroller somehow. Just bet the stroller. I'm just gonna pull like a baby with a live baby in the stroller up, just like bet
A
the stroller.
live baby.
I'm
A live baby.
gonna borrow somebody's kid for the show. It's like, hey, I'll watch your kid for like
Omi
an
D
hour.
will be gone for the next 20 years due to kidnapping charges,
That's
child
like-
endangerment, trafficking.
It's like trafficking. Look, let's not talk about things like that. It's like, oh man, look, I'm not gonna lie. I had a great time first season. I'm looking forward to next season. Look, I don't know if y'all
You
know.
should.
Been a long way
usually
this year.
wanna losers usually they're like, I'm focused on next season, blah blah blah, and the winners are usually celebrating for the next few months, right?
That's fine. Celebrate all day long. Wear your crown.
All day long. I'm celebrating all the way around
All right,
until
look,
we get to this point next year, and then I'll probably be celebrating.
Oh, you don't.
again.
You just don't even know, man. I'm sorry that I introduced you to this beating you're about to receive over the next
Oh,
year.
look,
You just have
okay.
no.
Okay.
You cannot even fathom what you're about to experience. It gets ridiculous.
What are you gonna do?
There's nothing that you can say, and it's gonna be nonstop.
You're gonna do better than you did last year and go 25-24.
Like the Macho Man said, you got to get your hot dog in and your grandstanding in, don't you?
Hey, now that I know what I'm doing, I fully expect that number 18 will drop next year.
Look,
I'm 18
gonna,
will drop. Obviously, week 1 is always a hard one to bet because nobody knows what's going on. Week 2 gets a little more clear. Yeah, because nobody knows what's going on.
Obviously, I did if I went 3-0.
Well, yeah, but come on.
At the end of the season, you were just grabbing on to loose nuts and winning.
You went 3-0, but like I said,
and then I got
nobody knows what's going on.
Then I got food poisoning.
As soon as you start thinking about it, then
I had to move.
That's what happened. Yeah,
and then I had the break.
It was the food poisoning.
It's the food poisoning,
and then the blonde poisoning.
The blonde poisoning, and then I couldn't get back in my zone. I didn't have the right glasses. I couldn't do my hot dog and grandstand. But you know what?
All I hear is excuse.
Look, I'm not making
they don't
any
care
excuse.
about why you're picking losers.
Telling
they don't care that your girlfriend
look.
broke up with you because you picked losers.
Oh wow. She picked me.
They just want you to pick winners. They don't care any of that stuff.
All right, let's
start picking winners.
All right, so we're gonna pick some winners right now. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to invite all of you to follow us on Twitter, Sunday Triple Crown. We're gonna have some tweets going out during the game. We'll be communicating with the Twitter, everybody except Jay Whitey. I think he's anti-Twitter because it goes against his something. But anyway, we're going to be communicating with y'all. So make sure you follow us down there on that Twitter before we get into the potatoes of the show. L.A.
Joey
Rams
would be banned from Twitter for spreading misinformation on life.
It's gonna be nonstop. Let's go.
All right, so look.
All right, let's go ahead and start it.
We have a bet on the playoffs. Let's make sure we know what the bet is on the playoffs. The winner receives at the maximum $100 worth of liquor. So $50 from each one of the losers to the winner. So Lapjacks is already predicting that he's going to get a nice bottle of McCormick's.
But I didn't predict anything. Playoffs are weird, man. You got to be careful of playoffs. The one thing, the facts around the playoffs, man, if you look at the numbers, the road teams, the dogs, they usually cover the spread a lot of the time. I think like 70-some-odd% of the time over the last 4 years or something like that. So
yeah, I had this stat last week of the
dogs, but you never know, man. They also got stats like, the Bills can't win a playoff game, and there's all that other stuff. Then eventually that stuff's going to have to end.
Of course.
Speaking of ending, how about them dogs? Congratulations, Georgia Bulldogs.
Oh yeah, dogs win.
Them Bulldogs.
It was all set up anyway. Fuck it.
Y'all ready for the Joe Burrow show?
Look, I'm ready.
You ready to be disappointed?
Look, okay, so I'm gonna be. This is the playoffs. Who picks first? I don't remember.
It's in order. I put it in order of God, and then Peasant 1 and Peasant 2.
Oh wow!
So I guess I'll start first.
Thanks, Jay Whitey, for signing up.
Appreciate that.
Thanks for signing up for this shit show for the next
on the public
football weeks.
Derek Carr at Joe B in Cincinnati. The weather will be too terribly bad.
You don't get to go first. Man. That's not how it works. The first person who's going to fly across that screen is going to be me. The first person who flies. We went through this before the show. How did you not see the order? Every single time it was the same. Me, him, Whitey. Me, him, Whitey. All right, here we go. From scratch.
There you go.
All right. So I'm taking the Raiders. Joe Burrow, he's going to panic. He's going to look like Carson Wentz did last week. He's going to be all over. He's not going to be able to do Jamar Chase. Yeah, whatever. Shut down. Not going to happen. He might get one big pass play and pump him up, and then he'll throw a pick, and it'll be over with. No, it'll be a fight for sure. But at what is it, 5.5 points? That's not the right. It's LAR. Um,
Oh, okay. Did I look? Why did
um,
y'all not catch that?
One job.
yeah. See. Mm-hmm.
I mean,
But
I'm
you
the
got
one that's
no
always
no
drinking.
job, and you can't even remember the order, man.
I'm drinking on the show. Why am I supposed to be responsible for this many things? There
I'm
we go.
taking the Raiders. I like the Raiders in this one because nobody likes the Raiders, and I think they might be that wild card team that's going to just cause headaches for people. Right? You let the wild card team win, and man, oh man, I tell you what, it seems like more often than not they go through there and just cause headaches and beat people. Right? I mean, the Giants did it when they were a wild card team, right, against
That's
Tampa Bay or Patriots, and um, it always happens. There's always somebody that drives a little bit further than they should. So I'm going with the Raiders to keep that momentum going.
I'm going to pick against him. I'm going to stick with that high flying offense of the Bengals. They're playing at home, and Joe Burrow, the kid is a little bit different. He's a little bit different than any of the Cincinnati Bengals quarterbacks that I've seen running an offense over there since the great Boomer Esiason. But he also has a lot of great weapons in this one. And so either way it goes, I think Cincinnati is going to win this one. Waller is going to be a problem for them that they're going to have to shut down. I believe last time that he faced them, he went for 170 yards. So I'm looking forward to that defense to really key in on him. But I'm at that point, then I'm trying to see what the other weapons that Derek Carr is going to have to throw to. So I think in the end, I think I'm looking forward to the Bengals taking this one at home. And I mean, Lapjacks makes a good point about the stats with the wild card teams, but I just think this Cincinnati Bengals team looks a little bit different. They got hot at the end of the season, and as anybody will tell you in a lot of sports programs, you got to know when to get hot, and that's normally at the end of the season. So I'm rolling with the Bengals. What you got, Jay Whitey?
I'm gonna go ahead and agree with you there, 100% Cincinnati. But I will say this: I think it's going to stay low. I think it's going to be more of a running attack for Cincinnati. One thing LA's been really, excuse me, one thing. Oh, good Lord, I'm about to say Oakland again. Now I'm all jacked up.
Man, you follow them through history.
Las Vegas,
Which
excuse me,
Raiders are
Las
you talking
Vegas. Las Vegas likes to cover for the big play. They send their safeties deep, so I don't know that it's going to be too much of a Joe Burrow passing game. I think Mixon did well last time these two teams faced each other. I think it's going to be a Mixon show again. Just looking at the stats, because obviously I can't pick one of the two, so I decided to dive in there deep a little bit, give people a little bit of statistics.
Oh, you always like to throw out little statistics. Don't act like it's anything new. You're like, oh, well, fan book and blah,
That
blah,
I have
blah.
done
They
very
got
well
this.
with this year.
They've
Thank
got
you. At
this
least I did good
guy.
where I make money at, huh?
Cashing out. Look, the cash is what's important. Make money everywhere. Look, this game is going to be interesting. I think they said, Jay Whitey quoted us 0 degrees for this game in Buffalo. A hot
Is
one.
that the actual temperature or the
Yep.
feels like degree?
No.
That's the actual
Feels like
temperature.
temperature.
So it feels like it's going to be in the negative. So it's going to be the perfect AFC. Are they North? AFC North? AFC East? AFC North? It's going to be a typical game. It's going to probably be low scoring, but I'm not going to get into that because I'm not the leader here. I'm just your
That's
producer.
right.
All right, go for it. Your royal pain in the highness.
Your royal peasantness.
I don't think those two words can go together, Joey.
It works.
No. They wash each other out. Geez, I'm just a normal person at that point. You can't be a
Your royal
royal peasant.
peasantry.
It's
Your royal
oxymoron is
peasantry.
what they call it.
We're gonna go, especially now that we know that there's
Miss
only gonna
Bentley will
be
be
three.
proud.
Now that we know there's only gonna be like 7 passes total thrown the entire game because it's too cold outside. We're gonna go. We're definitely going with New England. 3 games in a row they would lose if they lose. No, come on, man. This is the first time they've been in the wild card since 2010. So, yeah, I can't imagine them losing again.
All right. Hold on a second. Time out. There's a winter warning in effect. Winter storm warning in effect. 12 to 18 inches of snow expected in Buffalo. 2-day, 40-mile-an-hour winds. Monday Night Football again.
That's today. What time do they play? They play at 7:15 tonight. What time?
It's hitting right now as we speak.
They'll have plenty of time to get the snow off the field. So anyway, my pick sounded really good right now, isn't it? You stupid sons of guns.
I don't know
I
why.
picked the Patriots, and I'm taking it 4.5 points. They're probably going to win this one outright. I go money line all day on this one. Let's hear
Yeah.
your excuse.
My excuse is not an excuse. My excuse is called "Let's win some money," ladies and gentlemen. According to the weather, this, that, and the other, blah blah, schmackety, yakety, yakety. You can see technically
Oh,
right
crap.
now it is 6 degrees, and they're expecting it to be. And this is the Weather Channel. 3 degrees tonight in Buffalo, New York.
Burr.
So it's going to be a little Joe cold over there, a little Jack Frost. But either way it goes, the Bills once again are looking forward to doing what they do best, and that is win with their great quarterback. But I think the difference in this is going to be the defense going up against a rookie quarterback, and I think that's going to be the difference in this one. I think Buffalo's going to pull away with a very close win in this one. There is a great coach on the other side for the New England Patriots. I'm not going to deny that. He's done a great job of getting this team together, but the quarterback is still a rookie. And not only is he a rookie to the playoffs, but he's a rookie to the NFL. And as any rookie will tell you, the game gets a lot faster in the playoffs, and it damn sure will for him. And I don't think the temperature will make a difference in this game because both of these are cold weather teams and they play outdoors. So they'll be ready for it. But I still think Buffalo is going to pull it off. I think Diggs has a big game today. Wins it for the Bills. Jay Whitey?
I'm going to roll with Buffalo as well. I don't think Josh Allen is going to let it happen to him again. I know it was cold the last time they lost to the Pats, but it was a lot windier then. There's little to no wind in this game. I do think he does a little bit of passing, and that'll kind of put him over the top. Bills at home.
So just real quick here now, the only place the weatherman is actually any good is in Southern California, right? And the only reason that is because the weather never fucking changes. So don't count on the weatherman to be your deciding factor in this one. Although all signs point to the colder the weather it is, the better off it is.
I mean, I'd love to see 2 foot of snow
New
on the
England.
field while they trudge through it. That'd be a great football game.
Well, cold weather works
Dude,
in
that's
New
always
England when
exciting watching that snow fall down and it pile up, and then them getting out there during timeouts and like snow blowing off the lines. And
Leon Lett sliding all over the place and knocking the ball out. And
Leon
weather
Lett
always works in New England because New England always
people
knows
don't
how to
even know
cheat.
who that guy is.
That's
Leon
Thanksgiving.
Lett.
Omar knows who that guy is.
Thanksgiving Day.
I know who he is too. He's also the guy that dropped that fumble in the Super Bowl.
Sure did.
Don Beebe. Don Beebe came up. That
for
was like
Buffalo.
That was like the last time the Bills had won a playoff game. Was like it was like getting into that game.
Yeah, and they lost. Look, how ironic would it be for the Cowboys and Bills to face off in another Super Bowl and the Bills lose to the Cowboys for the third time? That'd be ironic. But anyway, let's get to this one. Philly
It would just
at
be
Tampa
a
Bay.
coincidence.
Lapjacks, who we got?
The team that's going to win.
Oh, okay. Well,
Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay. Brady knows how to prepare for the playoffs. Yo, these little peasants from who is it? Minshew Magic, or what are we getting this week?
You're getting Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts not going to get crushed by somebody. I guess this isn't Washington, so you don't have to worry about the stadium falling in on them. So, but yeah, no, I'm going. Come on, this is Brady. I don't care who his wide receivers are. This dude knows how to win. I don't care if half of them are out or not. Antonio Brown, whatever, with that angle, dumbass. So it would have helped, no doubt. But they've got enough offensive weapons over there. He's going to be fine. He figures out a way. They got Fournette back too, so all good, man. All good. Tampa Bay, they'll win by 2 touchdowns.
All right. Well, I'm taking the Eagles to cover the 8.5. I feel like they probably won't win this game, but I will feel like playing on the energy and the momentum they are playing right now in the position that they're playing, wanting to win as bad as they want to win, and they played pretty good going into the end of the season. I'm going to look for them to cover. Jalen Hurts is going to do what Jalen Hurts does in playoff times, because sometimes you got to do what the coach doesn't want you to do. and stretch the play out, run around a little bit because he's one of those people who likes to win. So there's going to be two quarterbacks on the field.
He's one of those guys who likes to win. They all
Yeah,
like to
yeah,
win.
but he's a winner, man. He's a winner. But you're going to have
Well,
two
not as
two
much as
quarters.
Brady is. If you're
Well, I
going
mean,
on
because
that,
Brady's
not
fucking
much as Brady is.
87. It's like the fucking Yankees talk about we got more World Series than everybody. Yeah, it was just you and Boston playing every fucking year. There's only 3 teams in the MLB. Like he's fucking 40. Of course he's a winner. He's been
Didn't
in
he
the
just win
league
one last?
for
Didn't he just
25,
win
but
one
he's a
last year?
winner. He's a winner. Tom Brady wants to win. He fights to win. He's one of those quarterbacks that goes out and he's going to do what it takes to win. Jalen Hurts is the same way on the other side of the ball. I think this is going to be a phenomenal game because you have two quarterbacks who are just known to do what they need to do to try to get into a winning situation. So
You can't compare them two at all.
nobody's
Not at
comparing him.
all.
Nobody's
Oh
comparing.
yeah,
Nobody. No, I'm
I
not. No, no. I'm
you
not
said
comparing
he
him on
was
any
just
stats or
like
any
Tom
level. I'm
Brady,
I'm
but
basically comparing them on the fact of like
Isn't this like his
there
first
are just
playoff
kids.
game
It's like
ever?
it's like Kyler Murray, bro. Kyler Murray is a winner. This kid wants to win. He will do whatever he wins. Doesn't matter how many Super Bowls he done win. Vince Young, he did whatever it took to
I'm
win the
fully
game
expecting him to do everything, and it's all that
because
pressure
he
that's going
wants
to
to
lead to
win.
those pick sixes he throws.
No, I guarantee
do
you.
think that I agree with you, Omi. I think that reason right there is why he's going to keep it within 8 points. I do think that Tampa Bay ends up winning it outright, but like maybe 28-24 or something like that. I think he's
Yeah.
going to keep it close. And then even if Tampa's up by 14 at the end of the game, he's going to come back and get another touchdown, right?
Like he
So
said, like Labjack says, in garbage time.
in
So
garbage time,
Garbage time. That's right. Yeah,
yep.
watch out for the garbage time.
yeah,
I'll go
You're gonna
Philly.
be fine.
you go
Garbage
Philly.
time's going to put it down to 14.
Well, you're either going to look like a master Labjacks or a complete absolute moron now
Look,
that you stuck
I
a
hope he
crown on
looks
your
like
head.
I hope he looks like a master. That way everybody signs up for subscriptions next year because we're cutting the show in half when Lapjack's picks. If you want the champions picks, you have to pay an extra $2.99 a week or
Start calling you Dr. Mario.
It'd be nice if we could actually get people to watch it before you try and start charging them.
That's like, look, we got the rid. This guy was 13 plus, ladies and gentlemen, on the season.
And
So
chirp him up on the twits.
you might want to
Lapjacks, that's all you.
you might want to look. He's a winner, so
I
we're gonna put this horse in the Derby, Jay Whitey. We're gonna make him get us paid. AT&T
Yeah.
Stadium.
You're welcome.
He haw.
He's-
He freaking haw.
San Francisco versus the Dallas Cowboys. Great. I think this is the fourth time that the Cowboys have met the 49ers in the playoffs. I think the last time was in 94 and the 49ers went on to win the Super Bowl. So, Lapjacks, who you got?
Oh, I think this is going to be too easy. It's going to be Dallas.
I agree.
3 points I don't think is enough. I think that's a little. But don't get me wrong. It should be a tight game up until the end, I think.
Yeah.
We'll see how Dallas's D holds up for the entire game because it's going to take the entire game. But I think Dallas will win. But San Francisco is a scary team, no doubt. If they manage to get by and win this game, that they would be the NFC's wild card team. They're like the Raiders. They weaseled their way in there in the end, and that's all they needed to do to get a chance. And here we go. Let's see what happens. So, but I think Dallas defense is too much at this point.
I have to agree with you. I think that Cowboys defense is definitely going to step up. The playoffs are here. Everybody's healthy. They've all been like spending the night at the stadium together so they could stay in under, COVID protocol or whatever. But I think that defense is just too much. I think Dak and that offense is going to put some high-powered numbers up because they want to make it to this next game for the next opponent. So I do think the defense is going to be the difference in this one. I think the Cowboys win at least by 10 in this one. Like you said, I agree with you, Lapjacks. San Francisco is a very scary team. They have a lot going on. And literally, the majority of the rest of the world of sports gambling is picking, that I've seen on these shows, are picking the 49ers to win this game and win big. And I think the only person that's betting like us is Riddick from Monday Night Football. So and this guy's been all over. So I'm gonna go with the Cowboys. I'm a hometown guy. Don't pay attention to this Eagles hat. I'm just against Tom Brady, and it was for the show. But Cowboys, who you got, Jay Whitey?
Negative hype, baby. Negative hype. Oh, remember? It's always about the negative hype.
I taking them Cowboys. I think Tony Pollard rolls all over these guys. I do think 10 points. I agree with Omid. I think that
That's a little high.
yeah, I think they'll win by 10.
Kyler will throw a pick at the end of the game, or not Kyler, but whoever. Garoppolo will throw a pick at the end of the game, trying to come back down by 6. Right? That's how I kind of see that ending.
I think Dallas is good against the run, and I think that I mean, San Fran's will be good for 150 on the ground, but they're going to be trying to do it all game. It's going to be Eli Mitchell and Debo all day long, and if they could stop them too, and Micah Parsons could do his job and cover Kittle, if he can be that rookie phenom, never know. Garoppolo sucks, man.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. 49ers, I think they've
had
some
easy,
good games,
easy.
but
it is a Buffalo Grove, Illinois boy right there. Don't talk too much shit. You want to get all up on fucking Joe Burrow's balls.
Let's go Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? Kansas City Chiefs, Pittsburgh. This is a very dangerous game. Pittsburgh has phenomenal numbers coming in as a wild card team. I think 75% of the time that they've been in as a wild card team, they win the first game. So it's pretty rough. Kansas City Chiefs, Edwards-Helaire is not going to be playing this week. And I think that might not be a big difference, but we'll have to see. Lapjacks, who you got?
I got Pittsburgh. I think Ben Roethlisberger is going to manage to be able to keep, his check down passes to Najee Harris are going to be able to keep this game close. I mean, let's be honest, the guy's going to touch the ball 75% of the time.
Yeah.
So it's all however Najee does. I think Najee can do pretty good in this one. And you just can't rule out that old ass bastard. It's probably his last game, right? At least in Pittsburgh. Hopefully forever. But yeah, I think they'll keep it 13. It's a lot of points, especially in the playoffs, man. Especially in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll go Pittsburgh.
I have to agree with you on that one. I think Pittsburgh keeps it close, 13 points, kind of an insult to Roethlisberger, and he's still a player. He still makes a lot of plays, like you said. That Najee's probably going to touch the ball 75% of the time, like you said. Only thing that I'm concerned about is last week he ended up, I think it was his right arm he ended up hurting. So he's having to carry in his left arm a little bit. So Kansas City's got some smart defensive guys, Andy Reid. So I'm pretty sure they've been trying to focus in on trying to get that the new punch technique going out there to try to get some fumbles. But like you said, 13 points is a huge spread, especially in the playoffs with a wild card team going against a Kansas City team that I still feel is pretty good, but they just really hadn't put it together like I like to see a team that's going to run all the way to the Super Bowl with. So I'm going to have to take Pittsburgh to cover the spread of 13 points on this one. What you got, Jay Whitey?
I have the same. Pittsburgh's going to keep it close. I don't think that Pittsburgh's going to win. I do think Chiefs are going to end up pulling this out in the end. But that's how Pittsburgh lived and died this year, was keeping the game close. So I think Kansas City's a little bit too potent. Is it Juju Smith-Schuster coming back this weekend?
Oh, hold on. Somebody's calling Lapjacks to let us know. Oh,
I thought a cake song was about to start.
It was Big Ben.
Oh, big. Yeah, he's trying to make sure.
I just sent a text. They're going to win outright, he says.
He's either drinking or doing
coke.
Coke.
You go a money line lap?
He had one of them Ben Roethlisbergers.
He said,
whatever.
He's like, I'm feeling good today. It's like, oh my God. This game, ladies and gentlemen, is the one that is going to make a big difference in a lot of people's gambling today. We've got the Arizona Cardinals versus the LA Rams. Lapjacks, who you got on this one?
I think I am going with the Rams on this one. Again, Stafford hasn't gotten into the playoffs very much, so this is going to be almost like a first thing for him, isn't it? I don't know. Mm-hmm. When was the last time did he make it in with Detroit once? So yeah, this is almost a kind of a new experience for Stafford being in the playoffs and having Cooper Kupp and whatnot. Mm-hmm. I mean, obviously easy. I think they'll be fine here. The Cardinals, your boy Kyler Murray, he'll play tough because he wants to win. But in the end, he's not going to be able to keep up with the Rams defense. They've been like hot lately too. So I look for that one to be an easy -4. I'm going to armchair that one.
Oh, share that one. Look, I'm gonna roll with the Cardinals. I do agree with you that LA Rams defense is
We'll win.
scary. The Vaughn and Donald gives offensive lines a fit. However, last time that these two teams played, Vaughn was not there. And I, as a
Floyd,
Broncos
don't leave
fan,
out Floyd, man. Floyd
And
too.
Eric Waddle. Eric Waddle's coming back.
Man, oh
Coming back
man,
from the
Floyd
graveyard.
tearing
yeah,
it apart back there,
you
man.
know, but I do think that, Arizona is going to be Arizona. I think they're going to surprise
And
a lot of
lose
people, and
to
they're going
Detroit.
to cover the spread, if not win in this one. Like I said, um, Vaughn and Aaron Donald are going to play, but that's going to force Kyler to move around in the pocket, and that's going to spread the field out. And at that point, it's going to be up to the wide receivers and the defensive backs to make something happen. Because I do feel, based on speed, and speed alone, as John Madden said, RIP, speed kills, and Kyler has the speed to get east and west on the field to stretch the play out. So I think that'll be the difference in this game, just Kyler Murray's
No,
ability to stretch the play out. You already had your chance to talk. Nobody wants to hear about you
no.
anymore.
Yeah, I
Jay
get to
Whitey, who you got?
I can rebut your boneheaded
You
statements.
can't rebuttal. This ain't no
Hey,
court. You're the king of that box up there. So
Exactly.
I'm gonna
I'm
have to
I'm
agree
the
with
king of the whole
Lapjacks
damn
here.
box, boys.
you don't get this box.
Stafford
This is my box.
Stafford's gonna come in there and he's gonna throw the ball over the place. Kyler's been terrible since D Hop's been gone. I think James Conner's hurting as well, so it's gonna be an Edwards. They're falling backwards on the going hard in the paint in the first half of the year. Really hurt that team. If it was a 12-game season, they would have done well, but it's a game of attrition out there. I don't think they made it to the finish line that well. I see the Rams winning by quite a bit on this game.
Well, tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, I am what they call a gambler. I literally bet somebody $20 this week that they had COVID, and I had Chinese food last night, thanks to them. So look, I'm a gambler. I'm from Texas. I'm going with my boy Kyler Murray out there. Kyler, I'm gonna send you this clip. Don't let me down. I want to see you NFC Championship game here. If not, then the Cowboys are going to end up in Green Bay. Either way it goes, it's going to be a great, phenomenal story for the rest of the playoffs. But look, I think
Here's a side wager for you. Which one of those games is going to have the most controversial call?
Tampa Bay and Philly.
Dallas. It'll be Dallas.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Rams game. I think that'll be that one.
Yeah, I think it'll be real.
I think it'll be in the Rams game.
Who's the best?
Now
Who's the best running back?
Here's the other question. Here's another one on top of that. So the most controversial call, but will it be one of those that impacts the final score potentially?
No, because New Orleans is not playing, so nobody will get mugged on a pass at the end of the game.
Nothing that'll affect the game. Not with all this replay now. I don't know.
Megatron won't use the ground to catch it in the end zone.
Hey, him and Detroit are friends again. Huh?
That's what's going to happen in Green Bay. If the Cowboys make it to Green Bay for the NFC Championship, there will be another humongously controversial call, whether it's a fumble or another catch, but that will happen in that game because it's too it would be too good for it not to happen in that game. So anyway, but yeah. I might agree with you, Jay Whitey. The Philadelphia Tampa Bay game, there's always a controversial call when Tom Brady's involved and Gronk. So,
Jax, I'm going to put you on the spot here. Best running back this weekend. Omar, you got to give me the best wide receiver this weekend.
A best running back? I mean, obviously, like we said, Najee Harris is going to get a ton of touches.
Yeah.
PPR.
I would probably say I'd probably go with I don't know, man. It's tough to say. I don't know what it. If I'm not doing this for fantasy reasons, I'd probably it'd either be Fournette or Najee would be the ones that I would take. Fournette hasn't played for a while, and I'm almost certain they didn't have him play last week, just because, right? So yeah, he might be a little underestimated in that game, right? They might not.
Haley's a little tough against.
They might not pay attention
them.
to him.
The run game though.
So let him be tough. Let him be tough. Tom
Check
Brady.
your knowledge. I'm gonna go with Joe Mixon.
Tom Brady will
go with Joe
throw
Mixon
it
this week. Joe Mixon running back for the week. Omar running back.
Running back. You said I was supposed to do wide receiver.
Oh yeah, I did, didn't I?
Yeah, right. I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take.
Don't take Jamar Chase.
No, I'm gonna take Cooper for the Cowboys.
Amari Cooper.
Well, that's like, I mean, are we talking targets here, or yards, or touchdowns, or
targets, yards, and touchdowns?
Well, yeah, I mean, come on, he's going to get twice as many targets as anybody else in these games. I mean, that's what it is. He's like the highest targeted receiver in the NFL.
But also, I look at the two Chase is going up against. They're going to be really targeting him because he's had phenomenal numbers as well. Buffalo Diggs has old man with the sweater arms cut off, targeting him as a defensive guy to keep him under wraps. So I think Cooper is the one wide receiver who doesn't really have a humongous defense that's looking just to target him. I think San Francisco's defensive strengths are in their linebacker and their defensive line. So
there's what 2 games inside.
Yeah,
and that's those Dallas and the Dallas is only partially right.
Yeah,
well, I guess they can close.
No, they're going to keep it. It's cold.
But I don't know. It's pretty fucking cold.
Yeah.
And Tampa Bay, I'm guessing it's probably going to be fairly warm there.
Yeah, and Arizona being indoors.
And that game's in Southern California, so it'll be indoors. So that'll be nice.
Yeah. But you get all your.
There he is, that fucking Ben Roethlisberger,
man. He was calling to tell you Juju's back. Don't forget about the Juju.
The juice is coming. The
juice is loose. Oh, man. Cooper Kupp, man. God, Cooper Kupp's going to go off this weekend.
No.
Yeah.
I think that's a bad bet, but you do DraftKings more than me. But
Cooper Kupp, T. Higgins.
Anyway, Joey.
And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate you checking out the Sunday Triple Crown, the playoff show. Playoffs. If you are tuning in, make sure you follow us on Twitter at Sunday Triple Crown. We got all the bets. We had one of us, which is the guy with the fucking hat on up here.
Yeah,
plus 13, and I was second place, and Jay Whitey was down last. So bet with us, or at least bet with him to win, and watch what me and Jay Whitey talk about while we just give this guy some fillers so he can tell you where to win the money. But we will catch you next week, man. We appreciate you guys, and y'all have a phenomenal playoff weekend.
DJ Omi D.